So hello everyone. So welcome to the new video. In this video we're going to talk about the basic internet fundamentals. So as we all discussed in the first session that the first video will be not HTML or CSS. The first video will be on internet fundamentals, like how internet works and a few other steps. So if you are interested, then watch the video at the very end and give it some feedback in the comment section. So what are the topics we are going to talk about in this video? So we're going to talk about what is internet, what is this DNS, what is status codes, what is port number, HTTP methods, domain name and hosting. And also we're going to see the structure of a URL. So let's get started. So first thing is, what the hell is this internet? So the internet is a global network of interconnected computers and servers that communicate with each other using standardized protocols and technologies. So what am I saying right now? This is like you can't understand the thing, right? So this screenshot I took from Wikipedia. So this is the link. You can go to this link and check the description box to get the link and check this article. Now let's just try to understand in easy way. You are an Indian, you made a website in India, and some other person who is in US can visit your website using a particular link. You hosted it somewhere and they can visit your website using a particular link. So how it happens that you are in India, your website is in India, but some person is in US can visit your website. So this is the help of your internet. Internet is nothing but interconnected different kinds of computers with some servers. So it has few protocols. Now what are these protocols and technologies? It's not required to like know right now. When you use internet, your device sends a request to the computers, or you can say to the servers, to access the information or the services. These requests are sent using protocols. You need different kinds of protocols which are called internet protocols, like IP, which allows devices to communicate with each other over the internet. So you just send some request to the server using some protocols. These requests are sent using some protocols, which is called IP, internet protocol, and in this way you can just communicate over internet. So this is a simple example of how internet works. The requests are usually sent through a local network to a internet service provider, which is called ISP. The ISP then routes the request through its own network to reach the destination server or the computer. This process of routing requests through multiple networks is called packet switching, and it allows data to travel quickly and efficiently across the internet. So this is very hard definition, right? So you don't need to remember these things, and hope you understand a little bit about internet and how internet works. So in the next slides we will be covering more topics, but hope you have a little bit idea about how internet works. So once the request reaches to the destination server, the server processes the request and sends the requested information back to the device, and you will get the your output. Like you are asking for Amazon.com, you are asking for Flipkart.com, it sends to the server and do some operations using the protocols, internet protocols, which is called. After that it will give you the output. So if you want to know more about it, you can research about it. You can go to this Wikipedia link and read this article. Go to the next slide. So now the question is, what the hell is this DNS? What is this DNS thinking? So whenever you go to any particular website, like which is here in the google.com or facebook.com or instagram.com, anything, any website, not these three, but also any kind of website, maybe your portfolio website. So on that time, you can notice that it will take some amount of time to get your request. But in the second time, first time you are asking for facebook.com, it will take little bit amount of time, and you have to write the whole facebok.com. But in the next time, if you just write only fac or only if, it will give you the whole facebook.com. So how it happens? But in the second time, it will not take much amount of time. Why? Because the reason is for DNS. So what is this DNS? So like DNS is nothing but it is searching for the basically your IP. Now how what I'm saying, to understand this DNS, let me just to talk about a simple website which is facebook.com, and facebook.com has some IP address. So DNS is basically searching for this IP address. This is the domain and the hosting is in .com. So basically it asks a different IP that do you know where is this IP address. So it says no, I don't know, but I know someone who maybe knows where is this IP address. So it will send it to this IP. I'm just taking one random example, not actual example. So it says no, I don't know where is this IP address, but I know someone who should know where is this IP address. So it is sent to this one. It also says this, they says that yes, I know where is this IP address. So it will directly send him to this one, which is the main IP of facebook.com. But from the second time, when you ask for facebook.com to our server, to our browser will not do all these operations. It simply just store this IP in it, and in the second time it will directly show you this facebook.com. So that's why in the very first time we need some amount of time to get a website, but in the second time we need less amount of time, like it is very quick to get the website. So this is the reason behind it. So this is the backend behind it. We can't see actually that what is these things are happening in the backend, but actually these things are happening. So that's why we are getting our response. Actually, when we ask our browser, not asking facebook.com, we're asking the IP of the facebook.com. Our browser can understand what is facebook.com, what is google.com, what is flipkart or amazon.com. So it knows only the IP address. Okay, hope it makes sense. If you want to know more about it, you can just google about it, but this amount of information is just enough. So yeah, this is all about DNS. Hope you have a clear understanding of DNS. If you want to know more about it, then you can just search about it. But this amount of information is completely fine. But now, what is the status code? Status code is nothing but just showing the status of your website. What is your website is doing? What is the status of your website? Hope it doesn't make any sense. But when you just do the practical, you will understand what I am saying. So let's go to a website and check what is the status code. So yeah, this is our website. Here from here we can just understand that what is the status code. So let me just right click here, click on this inspect, go to this network tab and click on all, hit a reload. We are getting this example.com from here. Click on this example.com. You are getting status code that 304. 304 means have some like meaning also. So let me just check that this is running on HTTPS. If you just go to HTTP, yeah, it is 200. Okay. 200 means that everything is fine, you are doing great, your website is up and running perfectly. So to know other status codes, you can just refer this website. I will put the link in the description. If we just can show you, yes, successful responses means status 200. Okay means successful response. It means that it's a get request and the resource has been fetched and it is completely okay. It means that these are some all successful responses. If you are getting 200 in the status code, it means that our website is up and running and it is perfectly fine. And yeah, this is the request method, which is get method, and it is the request URL, which is example.com, which is fine. And yeah, this is some other things, you can just check it, otherwise it's not mandatory. So this is the all about status code. Not this amount of information is completely okay. If you want to explore more, then you can, but if you know these things, then it's okay. Hope now you have a clear understanding about status codes. So let's go to the next topic. It is port number. What is this port number? Port number is nothing but your server is running, and when your server is running, it should run in a port number. Like it is running in a URL, and every URL has a port number. In which port it will run. Hope it's making any sense. It doesn't matter that if your server is in HTTP or HTTPS, but it should run in a port number. There are different kinds of port numbers are there, like 3000. You can run it in 5000. You can run it in 8080. There are different kinds of port numbers are there. So this is all about the port number. If you want to like if you want to know more about it, then this is simply port number 16-bit integer that is used to identify specific process to which which network traffic should directed on a host in a computer network. port numbers are used to conjunction with the internet protocols, which is IP addresses, to route the network traffic to correct application or service running on a host. So this makes me very much difficult to understand. So like port number is nothing but port numbers are divided into three ranges, we can say. So like we just divide it in the three ranges and we will get a particular port number, and that particular port number a server is running, and these things we can also can't see in the blind eyes. Okay. Okay, so this is not like this is not also possible to see it. So in this example, host sends a request to the server to the internet. The destination port is 80, indicating that HTTP request. This is a HTTP request, and this port number is 80. Okay, so this is a kind of port number also. So hope that port number part is pretty much clear. So this is all about the all request methods. So here we have delete, get, patch, post, and put request. Delete is to delete something, get is to get some data, patch is to update the data. Like after making in a website your profile, you can just update your profile. You can update your email ID, name, or maybe phone number, anything. You can just post some data. It means that you are giving your ID and password in a website to log into your account. So this is post request. This request is post request. So all these things will be covered in the backend development part. So right now just get a simple understanding about these all requests. And delete is to if you want to delete your account, you can delete your account from the delete button from a website. So this is called delete API there, delete HTTP method. And if you want to get any website like example.com, xyz.com slash, so slash login, so this is get API. You want to get this login page, you want to get this sign up page. This is all about it. So these are domain and hosting. So if you are hosting in a website, so basically you have to take a domain like any name, and after that it should be .com or .org or .gov, .edu, anything. So these are all famous domain hosting names, and this is the structure of a URL. So let's just discuss about it. So this, first of all, we need a HTTP or HTTPS. If you have HTTPS, it means it has SSL certificate, which is secure one. You can trust their website. So this is protocol. After that we have www dot, which is subdomain. In a domain part it had some subdomain, and it has the domain name of xyz.com. If you are talking about flipkart.com, so the flipkart.com is called domain name, and it is running in a particular port number. So this port number is not required to give, but actually it has some port number. I'm assuming that this xyz.com is running up and running on 30 port number, so that's why I'm giving here 30 and slash. And you want to get login.html, so this file name.html, this is the path where we want to get it. And what we want to get it, we want to get it some key equals to value. It means that we have to parameter this, that where this student is sitting. If you want to get in a website that where is the student's data, so if you have to provide these parameters, where is the student's data, and we want to query it. That's why it's a question mark. So this is a parameter means what you are searching, and this question mark is query. It means I am searching something in a website. And also if it's some if it has some another thing like some fragments, then you can add it to. It is also not mandatory thing at the very end of the URL. So this up to this to parameters, these things are mandatory, but at the end if you have some extra things, then you can add also some fragments. Okay, so this is the structure of a URL. Hope you have understood the whole PPT. If you have any kind of queries, then you can ask it in the comment section. I will try my best to give you the best answer of it and try to resolve your problems. So how you can get all these resources? Just check the link, drive link in the description, download that, and try to read it and try to search about it in the Google. Try to get more knowledge on it. And still, if you have problems, feel free to ask it in the comment section. We will be happy to resolve your queries. Thank you so much.